Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, with news the world's factory engines are all purring along in good shape. But firstly, in the US, consumer prices increased in January, with their PCE gauge of underlying inflation posting its largest gain in 12 months. This is a measure the Fed takes seriously. Also indicating higher future prices are the latest PMI surveys. The ISM-1 noted factory prices are increasing at a faster rate, adding to a 24-month trend. The overall PMI result indicated a faster expansion in this sector. The global series of market PMIs showed the US factory sector expansion down a tad, but still in a strong expansionary mode. The flow of new orders, however, was quite strong. Price increases are up. But before we get too carried away by these results, we should note that their level of optimism in this data was below the long-run series average. Other countries had stronger results. The EU PMIs are more than 3 points higher, and the Japanese ones are still rising. The global consolidated review of 42 of the largest countries in the world show a healthy, solid expansion underway across every one of them, perhaps except Malaysia. The immediate future of global trade seems assured from an activity point of view. However, the US President verbally indicated that new tariffs on steel and aluminium will be formally announced soon. These are lower than originally indicated, and this process for imposing them may be slow. China is growing its commercial business numbers fast. It is adding 55,000 new businesses per day, up from 36,000 just 5 years ago. Sometime in the next month, they will be reporting there are more than 100 million businesses operating in the country. In Australia, the head of banking regulator APRA told lawmakers in Canberra that its 10% speed limit cap on lending to property investors is probably reaching the end of its useful life. It has now been 3 years since it was introduced, and he suggested it has become redundant as bank lending standards had improved, while credit growth had dropped sharply. And staying in Australia, the head of KPMG said it is not practical to ban sex between partners and staff, even as they claim they have zero tolerance for inappropriate workplace behaviour. In New York, the US Treasury 10-year yield is down 5 basis points to 2.84% today, with the rate of drop rising in the last hour. The gold price is down a significant $12 to $1,306 an ounce today. Oil prices are also sharply lower today, with the US benchmark now just under $61 a barrel, while the Brent benchmark is just over $63.50 a barrel. The Kiwi dollar will start today a little higher from yesterday at 72.5 US cents. On the cross rates, we're at 93.5 Aussie cents and 59.5 Euro cents. That puts the TWI marginally up to 73.9. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.